Imagine waking up every morning feeling refreshed, motivated, and ready to take on the day. Sounds impossible. But what if you could achieve this state by making tiny changes to your daily routine? It's a notion that might seem too good to be true, but the reality is that small, incremental changes can have a profound impact on your life. Meet Sarah, a busy professional who struggled with procrastination and low energy levels. She tried various productivity systems, from elaborate to-do lists to elaborate time management strategies, but nothing seemed to work. She felt like she was drowning in a sea of tasks, with no clear direction or motivation to get started. Her days were a blur of checking emails, attending meetings, and putting out fires, leaving her feeling drained and demotivated. But Sarah was determined to break the cycle. She had heard whispers about the power of micro-habits, those tiny, manageable changes that can be implemented into your daily routine to create lasting changes. Intrigued, she began to research and explore the world of micro-habits. And what she discovered was nothing short of revolutionary. Micro-habits, it turns out, are not about grandiose changes or dramatic overhauls. They're about tiny, incremental adjustments that can be implemented into your daily routine to create lasting changes. By focusing on one micro-habit at a time, you can build momentum and develop a growth mindset. It's about taking small steps towards a bigger goal, rather than trying to tackle the entire journey at once. Sarah started by implementing a simple morning routine that included drinking a glass of water and taking a 5-minute walk outside. It sounds trivial, perhaps, but this small habit transformed her mornings and set the tone for a productive day. As she sipped her water and breathed in the fresh air, she felt a sense of clarity and purpose that she had never experienced before. Her mind was clear, her energy levels were up, and she was ready to tackle whatever challenges lay ahead. But here's the thing, it wasn't just about the habit itself. It was about the mindset shift that came with it. By focusing on a tiny, manageable change, Sarah was able to build momentum and develop a sense of confidence that she had never felt before. She realized that she didn't have to tackle everything at once, that small steps could lead to big changes. And with that realization, her entire mindset shifted. As the days turned into weeks, and the weeks turned into months, Sarah noticed a profound impact on her life. She was more productive, more focused, and more motivated than ever before. She was tackling challenges that had previously seemed insurmountable, and achieving results that she never thought possible. And it all started with a simple morning routine. But Sarah's story is not unique. Countless people have discovered the power of micro-habits and used them to transform their lives in profound ways. From improving their physical health to boosting their mental well-being, micro-habits have been shown to have a lasting impact on our lives. And the best part? It's not about grandiose changes or dramatic overhauls. It's about tiny, incremental adjustments that can be implemented into your daily routine to create lasting changes. So what's holding you back? Are you stuck in a rut, feeling like you're not making progress towards your goals? Do you feel like you're stuck in a cycle of procrastination and low energy? Well, here's the thing. It's not about making massive changes or dramatic overhauls. It's about starting small, taking tiny steps towards a bigger goal, and building momentum from there. As you watch this video, I want you to think about one area of your life where you'd like to see improvement. Maybe it's your physical health, your mental well-being, or your productivity levels. Whatever it is, I want you to think about how you can implement a micro-habit into your daily routine. It might be as simple as drinking a glass of water, taking a 5-minute walk, or practicing deep breathing exercises. The key is to start small, and to focus on one micro-habit at a time. Don't try to tackle everything at once, or you'll end up feeling overwhelmed and frustrated. Instead, focus on making tiny, incremental changes that can be implemented into your daily routine. And as you do, you'll start to build momentum and develop a growth mindset. So what's the next step? It's simple. Start small, and take tiny steps towards a bigger goal. Don't be afraid to try new things, or to experiment with different habits. And most importantly, remember that it's okay to make mistakes. It's all part of the process. As you continue on this journey, I want you to remember that the power of micro-habits is not just about achieving a specific goal. It's about cultivating a mindset of growth, of progress, and of continuous improvement. It's about recognizing that tiny, incremental changes can have a profound impact on our lives, and that by focusing on one micro-habit at a time, we can build momentum and achieve our goals. So let's get started, shall we? Let's start small, take tiny steps towards a bigger goal, and see where this journey takes us. And as you do, I want you to remember that you're not alone. Countless people have discovered the power of micro-habits and use them to transform their lives in profound ways. And with this video, I want to empower you to do the same. The science behind micro-habits: imagine you're trying to build a new habit, but it feels like an insurmountable task. You're thinking, I need to wake up at 5 a.m. every day, exercise for an hour, and then meditate for 30 minutes. It sounds like a daunting schedule, but what if you could break it down into smaller, manageable chunks? That's exactly what micro-habits are all about. But how do micro-habits actually work? And what can you expect from making tiny changes to your daily routine? Let's dive into the science behind these tiny tweaks. Research shows that small habits can lead to significant changes in behavior over time. By leveraging the power of habit stacking, you can create a chain of micro-habits that support your goals. For instance, let's say you want to start a consistent exercise routine. You could start by adding a 5-minute walk to your daily commute, then gradually increase the duration and intensity over time. The key to successful micro-habits is to focus on implementation intentions. This means specifying when and where you will perform a specific habit to increase the likelihood of success. So, instead of saying, I want to exercise more, you'd say, I will walk for 5 minutes at 7 a.m. every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This clarity of intention helps you create a clear plan and increases the chances of sticking to it. Another crucial element is the 2-minute rule. By breaking down any habit into smaller, more manageable chunks, you can make it feel less overwhelming. For example, if you want to start writing a book, instead of feeling daunted by the entire manuscript, you could commit to writing for just 2 minutes each day. This tiny commitment can lead to significant progress over time. Let's say you're trying to develop a consistent writing habit. You could start by implementing a 2-minute rule to begin with. This means committing to write for just 2 minutes each day. You could set a timer and write whatever comes to mind during those 2 minutes. This tiny habit can help you build momentum and eventually lead to a more substantial writing routine. By applying the principles of micro-habits, you can create a chain of small changes that add up to significant improvements in your life. It's not about making drastic changes overnight. It's about making tiny tweaks that can lead to profound results over time. By focusing on implementation intentions and the 2-minute rule, you can harness the power of micro-habits and transform your daily routine. So, what's the next tiny step you can take to create positive change in your life? Share your micro-habit goals with us in the comments below. We'd love to hear about the small changes you're making to improve your daily routine. Let's continue this conversation in the comments and support each other in our journey towards creating meaningful habits. Now that you understand the power of micro-habits, how can you create a mindset that supports lasting change? It's time to shift your focus from trying to be perfect to embracing progress. Celebrate those small wins, no matter how insignificant they may seem. Acknowledge the effort you put into developing new habits, and don't be too hard on yourself when you slip up. Remember, it's a journey, not a destination. The key to creating a micro-habit mindset is to focus on the process, not the outcome. Instead of worrying about whether you'll stick to your new habit for the next 30 days, focus on the tiny steps you can take each day to get closer to your goal. Break down your goals into manageable, bite-sized chunks, and celebrate each small victory along the way. Embracing a growth mindset is also crucial for micro-habit success. View challenges as opportunities for growth and learning, rather than threats to your ego. When you encounter obstacles, ask yourself what you can learn from the experience, rather than getting discouraged. This mindset shift will help you stay motivated and focused on your goals, even when things get tough. Another powerful tool for creating a micro-habit mindset is the habit tracker. This simple yet effective tool can help you monitor your progress and identify areas for improvement. By tracking your habits, you'll be able to see patterns and trends that will help you create a system that supports lasting change. Plus, it's a great way to celebrate your successes and stay motivated. Remember, the power of micro-habits lies in their ability to create lasting change through tiny, manageable steps. By applying the principles outlined in this video, you can transform your daily routine and unlock a more productive, fulfilling life. So, take the first step today and start building the habits that will help you achieve your goals. Now that we've covered the science behind micro-habits and how to create a mindset that supports lasting change, let's talk about how to structure your day for optimal results. You see, the key to making micro-habits stick is to prioritize them in your daily routine. This means scheduling your habits into your calendar, just like any other important appointment. Imagine waking up at 6:30 a.m., and the first thing you do is make your bed. It's a simple task, but it sets the tone for the rest of the day. Then, you head to the kitchen to brew a cup of coffee and spend 10 minutes planning out your day. Next, you dedicate 30 minutes to exercise, whether it's a quick workout at home or a walk around the block. The beauty of micro habits is that they're not just about individual tasks, they're about creating a system that works for you. It's about building a routine that's sustainable and enjoyable. Think of it like a game, where each small win is a level completed. You're not trying to be perfect, you're just trying to make progress. And that's exactly what micro habits are all about. So, how can you apply this to your daily life? Start by identifying one area where you'd like to see improvement. It could be your morning routine, your lunch break, or your evening wind down. Then, break down that goal into smaller, manageable tasks. What's the one thing you can do each day to move closer to your goal? Focus on that one thing, and watch how quickly it becomes a habit.